Something was wrong on this plane. Not loud, not obvious, but wrong in the quiet way that makes your stomach tighten. A woman sat near the front, staring out the window, holding a secret that could destroy lives. No one around her knew. Not the passengers, not the crew, not even the pilot. One choice made in the next few minutes would start a chain of events no one could stop. Careers would end, truths would surface, and an airline would never be the same. All because someone decided she did not belong in that seat. Her name was Maya Reynolds. To everyone else, she looked like a regular traveler. Simple clothes, small backpack, quiet eyes. Nothing about her suggested power. Nothing about her suggested wealth. That was exactly how Maya wanted it. Maya learned it early in life that people treat you differently when they think you have nothing. She grew up watching her mother scrub hospital floors late at night. She learned how to stretch meals, how to stay quiet, how to survive. But Maya also learned how to learn. She studied while others slept. She coded while others partied. She failed more times than she could count. And she kept going. Years later, her software changed how airlines plan flights, saved millions, then billions. She didn't become famous. She didn't chase headlines. She bought ownership quietly. Until one day, she owned most of an airline. Almost no one knew her face. She liked it that way. Today, Maya was flying alone to a private company meeting. Only a few executives knew she was coming. No one on this plane did. Maya looked out the window as the door closed. She had no idea this flight would test everything she believed about the world. A man stopped beside Maya's seat. He stared at the number, then at her, then back at the number. His mouth tightened. A flight attendant approached. The man pointed at Maya's seat and whispered something. The attendant glanced at Maya, then at her tablet, then at Maya again. Her smile looked forced, uncomfortable. People nearby noticed. Maya noticed too. That familiar feeling returned. The feeling of being measured, judged, found lacking. The flight attendant, Claire Simmons, asked Maya to step into the aisle because of a seat issue. Maya stayed seated. Her ticket matched the seat. She knew it. They knew it. But the question stayed hanging in the air. Why her? Why not the man? Why was she the problem? Eyes watched. No one spoke. The man crossed his arms. He looked calm, like he already knew the ending. Claire walked toward the cockpit. Maya felt her heart beat harder. Not from fear, from understanding. She had lived this moment in different places her whole life. Different faces, same message. You don't belong here. When Captain Thomas Whitaker stepped out, the cabin grew silent. Authority filled the aisle. He listened to Claire, then looked at Maya. He did not check a computer. He did not ask questions. He pointed toward the back of the plane. Maya felt something crack inside her. Not her confidence, not her pride, her patience. She could reveal who she was. She could stop this. She didn't. She stood, slow, steady, strong. The man slid into her seat, didn't look at her, didn't thank her. Maya walked to the back, every step heavier than the last. She sat in a cramped middle seat. The plane took off, like nothing had happened. Maya took out her phone. She typed one short message. Then she waited. The plane landed. People stretched, grabbed bags, laughed. The man in Maya's seat smiled at his phone. He still had no idea. Then something unusual happened. The door opened. Several people in dark suits stepped inside. Not airport workers, not cleaners, executives. Along with security, a chill moved through the cabin. The airline CEO, Jonathan Hale, entered. His eyes searched, found Maya. In the back, he walked straight to her. He lowered his head, respectfully, and spoke her name. Maya Reynolds, creator of the airline's main system, major owner, chairwoman of the board. Silence exploded. Captain Whitaker went pale. Claire Simmons looked frozen. The man in Maya's seat stopped breathing. Jonathan Hale explained that Maya's seat had always been hers, that removing her broke company rules, that the decision was based on assumption, not fact. Maya stood, calm, controlled. She said this was never about a seat. It was about how people decide who deserves respect, who is trusted, who is doubted, who is invisible. Captain Whitaker was suspended. Claire Simmons was placed on leave. An investigation was launched. Then Maya turned to the passengers. She reminded them that many had seen everything, and said nothing. Silence, she said, always chooses a side. Maya did not return to the front seat. She walked off from the back, not in defeat, but in power. Inside the company, policies changed, training changed, leadership changed, but the real change had to start deeper, in hearts, in choices. The man who took Maya's seat left quietly, but he left knowing something he could never unlearn. His comfort came from someone else's humiliation. Maya went back to work, not angry, not bitter, determined. determined to build a world where no one has to prove they deserve basic respect. Because dignity is not a reward, it is a right. So ask yourself, if you had been on that plane, would you have spoken up, or would you have stayed silent? Because the future is shaped by moments exactly like this, and by the choices we make when no one is forcing us to choose.